Every exam, I would stick my pencil into my mouth and stir it around incessantly. No matter how painful it was, I forced myself to endure it until I threw up my breakfast. This way, I could use feeling unwell as an excuse to leave the exam room early. I would then quickly go to the bathroom, retrieve the phone I had hidden in the toilet beforehand, and send the answers to my classmates in Thailand. Upon receiving the answers, they would encode them into barcodes and stick them onto their pencils before bringing them into the exam room. The answers were differentiated based on the thickness of the lines. However, I had aroused suspicion from the proctor due to spending too long in the bathroom, making my already highly strung nerves even more tense. In a panic, I tried to flush the phone down the toilet, but that was futile. I had no choice but to temporarily hide the phone in my shoe. Unfortunately, as soon as I came out, I discovered that my accomplice had been caught. It was clear I couldn't stay in the exam room any longer, so I would have to send the remaining answers after leaving. This would really test my memory, because with such a large number of exam questions, the longer time passed, the harder it would be to remember the answers. This was why we had to send the answers from the exam room bathroom. And, to make matters worse, my bizarre behavior had also aroused the chief proctor's suspicions, and he was now searching for me. Leaving the exam venue and arriving at the subway station, I thought I was safe. Little did I expect the chief proctor had actually followed me there. I quickly took off my hair tie to disguise myself as a passerby. At this point, not only did I have to evade the proctor's pursuit, but I also had to try hard to recall the answers to send to the rich kids. This made it impossible for me to concentrate on walking, causing me to miss the train. However, the proctor was about to catch up. I had no choice but to keep moving forward. But the exam in Thailand was about to start, and if they didn't receive the answers soon, the agency would have to refund the rich kids' money. So even if I got caught, I had to send out the answers. I tried hard to control my emotions and calm myself down. Finally, I remembered the answer to the last question and sent it out. But by this point, I had been driven into a corner, and the proctor's footsteps were getting closer and closer. At the critical moment, I bought a drink from a vending machine and gulped it down. The instant the proctor caught me, I spat out the drink, pretending to have an upset stomach, causing the proctor to let down his guard. Finally, I silently slipped the phone into a passerby's backpack. My accomplice wasn't so lucky. Not only was his score canceled, but he was also banned from taking exams for life.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more movie explanation in short.